Spencer Liz here from InsideTrackNews.com. I'm hanging out with my man Darren Dryden here at Peterborough Speedway. Dryden, of course, the Lucas Oil Canadian Vintage Modified regular, but we're talking a little bit about a new venture that you've got coming up, something a little on the exciting side that you got to happen in the next couple of weeks. Tell me a little bit about your next venture and where you're headed.
Yeah, I'll be running at Peterborough and McDeman's backup Can-Am Midget. It's gonna be different for sure. It's a track I've never been to, and I've never raced one of those things. I've put some practice laps on it. It was a ton of fun, and I think I'm ready. We'll see how it goes.
Now, a lot of drivers that run the TQs sort of compare it a lot to a go-kart, and I know that you have a lot of experience behind the wheel of a kart. So, is it transferable? Is there anything that you learn behind the wheel of a kart that you can sort of use with the TQ Midget?
It's kind of like a go-kart on steroids, where it does grip. It really goes wherever you want it to. It's got a lot of power, but, well, a lot of speed. And it really rolls through the corners nice. You got to be very smooth, as was what I noticed. But McDeman's gave me a lot of tips, and he's really helped me out to get myself faster around this track, and hopefully it really works towards Peterborough. So.
Now, you've never even been to Peterborough, never seen Peterborough. So, I mean, are you sort of leaning on Mac? Because I know the Mac's got some wins at Peterborough. He's done fairly well for himself down there. Has he been helping you out with sort of what to expect and just trying to give you the lay of the land and the wherewithal?
Yeah, for sure. He's given me a lot of pointers, but what I think is really going to help me out is when I'm getting behind the guys on practice laps. As long as I got the balls to stay with them, then I can kind of learn off them, learn their lines, and see what works for me. And as he said, like, the cars work really well there, like his macro chassis. So,
is there a chance that if this first appearance goes well for you, this could be something you'd want to step into in the future? It's
always been something I've wanted to do, but once we heard Lions Vintage Mod was up for sale, we kind of just went towards that. But TQ was always what I wanted to do. Just the danger factor was really the only thing throwing my parents off with it. I always wanted to do it. Like, a lot of my buddies from karting are in there, and it'd be really cool to race against them. And honestly, they're a ton of fun to race.
So, how many drivers on the TQ roster right now are guys that you sort of karted with and ran around with here at Flamborough?
Well, there's Ryan Fraser. There's who else is there? Racine was in there. He's not anymore. There's Stolly. Demand, I didn't get to race against him, but he was a karter as well. Yeah, there's a few more, and even Neely. I'd like to give Neely a good run.
Neely's been the dawn in the TQs, man. He's the man to beat for sure. So, entering this event, I mean, the fact you've never been to Peterborough, you've never had a TQ in race trim, and you got to practice it now. What's a realistic expectation for you guys? What are you hoping to get done at Peterborough?
Honestly, I just want to move up spots. I'm not too concerned on where I finish. Like, it's not something I'm not hoping to do season points, right? I'm just out there for fun. Honestly, top 5, I'd be completely blown away if I were to get that. McDeman seems to have a lot of confidence in me, more than I have in myself, which I should probably fix that, but honestly, I can't wait to run it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Now, none of this happens, of course, with the people behind the scenes, and go ahead and thank the folks that are making this wild opportunity happen for you, man.
Yeah, I'd sure like to thank my dad for basically letting me rent it. Well, he's paying the fees, and yeah, he's really helped me out.
He's writing the checks.
Yeah, exactly. All the sponsors as well: DJD Graphics, Sharp Guard, Darren Dryden, M&L Testing, Lucas Oil, A1 Auto Parts, State Farm, High Tech Welding, Retail Design Group. And there's a lot to remember. Flamborough Machine Shop, and yeah, sorry if I missed any others.
There you go, folks. Check them out at Peterborough Speedway. What date is it? 2 weeks from now?
It's next weekend.
Next weekend. Next weekend, go to Peterborough Speedway and watch Darren Dryden go to work in the TQ, and maybe, I mean, you never know, this could turn into a semi-regular thing for Dryden. So go ahead and see how he does.
I should be doing about 3 appearances, hoping for that.
We gotta get you to come to Sunset.
Yeah.
One of those events needs to be at Sunset.
We'll see.
We'll talk. We'll work it out. There you go, folks. Darren Dryden excited to go to Peterborough next Saturday night.